I had a disturbing dream, one thing I noticed about my dreams is that it's very much possible that what I'm seeing is not really what it appears to be, or if it is accurate of something, that certain details may be changed or appear confusing. I saw two people. I know who the people appeared to be, but my guess is they were not who they appeared to be. Because I've gotten a lot of dreams with people who do not wear their faces. They're always masquerading as other individuals in my life to avoid me picking up on who they really are. But I sort of almost know sometimes who they are, but I won't really venture my guess here, right? And so here's the bottom line. The bottom line is I see two women, both of them as if they are people that I would care about. One is an older woman, the other is a younger woman. And so it happens to be that I go to the younger woman and I go to give her a hug, a very gentle hug. And the person who this very young figure appears first to be fine until they don't. Then this person lets their guard down and cough up a huge amount of blood and then collapse in my arms. And I can tell at this point the person's either really sick or dying. And so the older person, who's much closer to me in age, I'm calling out to this older person, she's dying, we have to do something. And the older person's just looking on in disinterest, not particularly stressed out about the situation. And they coldly just look on with this disinterest and disdain, like, it's not my problem. And I'm still here feeling shock and fear. And so I just start praying. And so the shock from this event and the praying snaps me up out of the dream. I wake up and I start praying even more now that I'm awake. The dream is very deeply emotional. It's very symbolic in some ways. Maybe I'm processing some complex feelings. Maybe my subconscious is trying to tell me something. Even if it's confusing, particularly unfamiliar disguised individuals. And so I have to look at the elements of the dream to see what it's about. So the first element is that there's two women here, and these figures represent people or energies that are not entirely what they seem to be. The fact that they wear different faces could suggest they're embodying roles or behaviors that are misleading, or that I'm struggling to see the true nature of these individuals. Maybe I'm messing up somehow and not picking up who they really are. Maybe there's a deep emotional connection. Maybe there's some concern. Perhaps the dream is pointing out that I'm unable to fully trust or understand what these individuals are doing in my life. So now, what about the dying woman? The woman who begins to cough up blood and collapse in my arms could symbolize a situation, a relationship in my life that is in grave danger. Blood in dreams can often symbolize life force, health, or emotional energy, and the act of coughing it up may represent a painful release of something that can no longer be contained, whether it be an emotional outpouring, a deteriorating situation, or even a personal crisis. The fact that she's dying may point to a situation that is on the brink of destruction or needs some sort of urgent attention. The cold, indifferent response from the second woman, the lack of concern, could represent feelings of neglect or indifference from someone around me, or it could symbolize an inner emotional block where maybe I feel others aren't fully recognizing or acknowledging some sort of distress. This might reflect some sort of frustration or sense of helplessness on my part when trying to address certain situations where I can't get the help or support I need, or that maybe even in an external situation, there are too many people that are detached and unresponsive and are not really helping. The praying part now also suggests a deep spiritual or emotional need to regain control, find peace, protect someone, possibly myself or others, from harm. The fact that the prayer wakes me up might symbolize a desire for spiritual guidance or recognition that in moments of extreme stress I can find strength through my faith or connection through something greater than myself. In terms of possible interpretations, there is a situation here that's in danger. The dream could be a reflection of a real life situation, relationship or connection that is precarious and is falling apart. The emotions in the dream suggest the urgency and the need to act before things deteriorate further. And I don't know what kind of harm that might be. Maybe it's physical illness, maybe it's mental illness, maybe it's spiritual illness. It's hard to say. And this could be a part of me that maybe I'm not letting go, right? Part of me that's suffering in silence that I probably need to let go as part of the healing process. Maybe something that's not supported, it's emotionally disconnected, and so forth. There's also a lot of mistrust and confusion here. The skies through this dream point to a confusion or uncertainty about the intentions of certain people around me, people that are energetically in my space, maybe people I don't even see every day, but somehow they're managing to cling on to my auric field or my emotional space. And so there's probably an invitation for me to kind of self-reflect, to really think about my relationships, my emotional state, and if there are any situations in my life where I feel like someone is masking their true intentions or hiding their true identity. Are others being honest with me? Am I being honest with myself? Are all my needs and emotions being addressed? And so there's definitely a lack of clarity as well, that there are issues that need to be tackled head on, that maybe issues that need to have trust be reworked and rebuilt, maybe through communication. There's also intuition going on here. And so I really have to pay close attention to the situations that are coming up in my life that might feel off, that might feel precarious. Intuition is an important thing, particularly as part of the high priestess of energy, right? To always be looking out, to always kind of look into things more than what we're seeing, to not suppress things that are important, to really look at not being overwhelmed by confusion or distress, but really just tapping in and just taking that calm moment to reflect and close my eyes and visualize, and then be able to find answers, and to in this deep period of reflection, that somehow some way I will come to some sort of answer about what it is that seems to be troubling me at this point, or why something is troubling me at this point. um it could just be very well be that there's just something out there that's unseen, that's unknown to me, that is really unfolding in an absolutely tragic, terrible way. And even though I don't see it, and even though I'm not part of it, it's still finding a way to push itself towards, still finding a way to try to unload its emotional baggage on me. And so, I will have to definitely keep this situation under watch to see where this goes. But obviously, it's kind of also like a follow up. If you've been following my channel, there was maybe a few weeks back another situation where I was receiving confusing messages about someone in pain and something about a child, some really weird situation that I knew that, hey, whatever is going on, I'm not part of it. I don't know who it's going through or why I'm connected to it or why these messages are coming to me. But it just seems like there's always something that's out there that sort of has a latch onto me, that won't let go. And I don't know anything about it, but it is somehow adjacent or tangential or corollary to whatever I've got going on. So again, this is probably why it's best to have a dream journal. This is best why it's best to kind of do research on this and to really fully investigate this further, because with our dreams are always trying to tell us something, even if we don't recognize it, even if we don't understand it. Dreams are very very telling, and for me, in my particular case, I also have on occasions dreamt of the future as well. So if it's something that maybe hasn't come to pass yet, maybe it's something that will. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you're new here, this is a safe space. If you're returning, I love and appreciate you so much, and I'm glad that you're back. In the name of the Most High God, I wish you health, wealth, prosperity, and abundance. Blessings and protection. Signing off. Take care. Have a great day.